Marie, so many people have been waiting to hear that they can finally put those masks away for good. And after the CDC made their announcement today about those guideline changes, Governor Sisolak came out saying that those changes will also be effective. Got a little noise in my background here. Also be effective immediately here in Nevada. But I can tell you that there are still a lot of questions that have been left unanswered. On Thursday, the CDC updated their COVID-19 guidance, stating that fully vaccinated people no longer need to wear masks indoors or outdoors.
I actually think that it's a good way to try to make people get vaccinated.
Shortly after they updated their guidance, Governor Sisolak's office sent out a statement saying that our state has been following CDC recommendations and that, quote, the updated guidance on masks by the CDC is effective immediately in Nevada. But shortly after that, Clark County announced that they added an emergency addendum to a commission meeting planned for Tuesday, where they say they'll discuss this new guidance.
Yeah,
it is confusing.
This is something that definitely needs to be discussed, before it's immediate.
It is a little confusing, but it's kind of reassuring that they want to figure some stuff out first, at least.
In the CDC's new guidance, they say masks or social distancing isn't required for those fully vaccinated. However, it also says that that's subject to federal, state, and local rules and regulations.
Some people who are not vaccinated might be like, oh, I'm vaccinated, I'll just have the mask off.
A person is considered fully vaccinated 2 weeks after they've received their final dose. And one question that numerous locals have:
how would you know? Do I have to carry around my paper?
Or just have it around your neck or something? Like, how do you prove that?
The governor's office says Nevada will neither require or prohibit private businesses from confirming vaccination statuses. But people we spoke to say when it comes to our tourism-driven economy, officials and businesses shouldn't jump the gun here.
I'd hate to kind of ruin the way progress is going on.
We live off of everybody else. We live of tourism. That's the business of our entire town, our entire city. So we need to be more careful.
A disaster waiting to happen. Wildland fire agencies say Southern Nevada is now in what they call an exceptional drought, conditions not seen in 20 years.
So we are a potential tinderbox for wildfire. It's dry out there, and News 3's Denise Rosh explains how a popular hobby a lot of people love could accidentally spark a flame.
It's my buddy's birthday. We decided to come spend some time and just, shoot, have a little fun in Nevada.
Pick any day of the week and you'll find them here. Target shooters out in the desert just south of Las Vegas. A popular hobby throughout the Southwest that comes with great responsibility.
It's free, as long as you stay safe, nothing too crazy, be conscious of how dry it is and protect yourself.
Unfortunately, areas like this are prone to fire.
So what we're looking at is basically gasoline out here.
Kelsey Griffey is with the Nevada Bureau of Land Management, who says while shooters are welcome, fire prevention orders are in place on public lands.
And that means that tracer, incendiary, and steel component ammunition are prohibited, along with exploding targets.
And Griffey says a single ricochet off a rock could easily start a wildfire. And with the summer forecast calling for continued drought, firefighters are asking the public to do their part to remain fire safe.
Do you have a shovel? Do you have water? Do you have a fire extinguisher? These are things you need to really think about before you come and recreate.
And conditions are so dry throughout the West that it's now hard to pinpoint a so-called fire season. The threat is always there, and the stakes are high.
Come on, go.
Just ask Bob and Lori Glass of Kingman, Arizona.
You've got your lights on? Yeah.
Caught in the flag fire during a Jeep tour in late April.
We stopped, we assessed the situation. The leader said we think we can make it as long as it's not in the treetops. So we decided to go for it.
Our main goal was being safe and getting out. We're on a mountain road with drop-offs.
The flag fire burned nearly 1,300 acres in the Wallapai Mountains, 11 miles from Kingman. The cause is still unknown. Caleb Finch with the U.S. Forest Service.
This could be an early sign of things to come, but we never know what's going to take place. What we do know is that the fuels are stressed due to the lack of moisture and the drought we have.
As for the Glasses,
we were fortunate, very fortunate.
They have a new respect for wildfire, whether it's high in the mountains or in the desert.
If it burns,
we're screwed.
Protecting our public lands is up to all of us. Denise Roche, News 3.
Yeah, the latest CDC data does show the number of births born in 2020 through the end of the year, that number reflecting babies that would have been conceived during the start of the pandemic. And the report shows the numbers are down.
Remember that pandemic baby boom analysts predicted would come the year following the COVID-19 lockdown?
A lot of people thought, oh, people will be at home, they'll be bored, and next thing you know, 9 months later, we'll have babies.
Dr. Michael Gardner with the UNLV School of Medicine says so far it's been more of a baby bust.
Across the valley, Clark County saw a significant decrease in births. And that's an interesting fact, particularly when you think about it, that there's more people living here now than 10 years ago.
From start to finish, the CDC reports 2020 welcomed 3.6 million births across this country. That's down 4% from just the year before.
Patients were afraid to give birth. I've done more tubal ligations than I ever had this year that I have ever done since I've been practicing here in Vegas.
Obstetrician Dr. Alexander Norton points out that birth rates have been on a steady decline since 2014, though 2020 into 2021, he says, brought on a noticeable drop.
Because of the pandemic, a lot of my patients were taking precautions about getting pregnant. Uncertainty what the virus would do to their pregnancy, uncertainty about their jobs and their income.
With the rollout of the vaccine and a continuously recovering economy, both doctors feel the baby boom, though later than expected, may actually soon bring babies on board.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if this time next year we're having a conversation about how labor and deliveries across the valley are really busy and maybe setting records.
It is not about pregnancy, no.
Expectant mom Evelyn Quinones, now a few weeks into her first pregnancy, agrees.
More time together, so that means maybe bring more family into this role.
Hi everybody, I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.